Hello children, how are you doing? I'm sure you're learning each grammar topic one by one and becoming smarter day by day. आप सारे ही टॉपिक ज़रूर एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे बच्चों. बताइए मुझे क्लास में आप क्या क्या काम करते हैं? Do you paint? Do you draw? Do you write? Do you dance? Do you sing? Do you learn? Yes, you guessed it right. All these are action verbs. And we are going to read the topic verbs. Let's ponder upon these given sentences. A carpenter makes furniture. A teacher teaches the students. A girl writes her essay. A reader reads a newspaper. These words like makes, teaches, writes and reads are the action words. And what do we call these action verbs? Yes, that's right, verbs. So let's underline them. Let's increase our knowledge about verbs. Verb is an action word. It describes the action done by the noun or pronoun in a sentence. So, we have to remember that it's an action word. An action done by whom? Either a noun or a pronoun. Let's read the given sentences. The drivers drive buses. My mother cooks food. Ritesh writes in his notebook. In the first sentence, what is the action that is being done? By whom? The drivers. It is drive. So, this is an action word. Similarly, the other sentences have the action words cooks and writes. In sentence number 1, we have not used the letter S with the verb drive. If the subject is in plural number, we don't use S with the first form of the verb. So, we have not used the letter S with drive as the subject, the drivers in the sentence is plural. So, we will remember that we will not use the letter S. Whereas, in sentence number 2 and sentence number 3, we have used the letter S with the verb cooks and writes. If the subject is in singular number, here singular subject. So, pay attention to the subject. We use S with the first form of the verb. So, we have used the letter S with the verbs. Cooks and writes as the subjects mother and Ritesh are singular in number. Now, let's read these sentences along. Johnny and Sherry are going to the theatre. Mrs. Radha is cooking food. The wrestler hits the ear of a man. Let's underline some words here. Are going, let's pay attention to the action. Cooking food, hits the ear. More sentences for you. The scientist vaporizes the water by heating. The postman delivers the letters. A verb says or asserts something about a person or a thing. Like in these sentences, vaporizes and delivers also. So, verbs are the most important words in all sentences. No sentence is complete without the use of a verb. बच्चों, पूरे सेंटेंस में वर्ब बहुत ही ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि उससे हमें पता चलता है कि क्या काम हो रहा है, क्या एक्शन हो रहा है. बहुत कम सेंटेंसेस होते हैं जिसमें कि वर्ब नहीं होते और वो होते भी हैं तो इनकम्प्लीट लगते हैं. सो इट्स टाइम टू नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द काइंड्स ऑफ वर्ब. Kinds. First kind, as the name suggests, is main verb or principal verb because it is very important and main. A verb that makes a sentence complete and meaningful is called a main verb. So the key words to remember: complete and meaningful. इस वर्ब से हमें पूरे सेंटेंस का मीनिंग समझ आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I am a student. You read very fast. She has a young brother. Just imagine the same sentences without using the principal or the main verb. For example, I, a student. You, very fast. She, a young brother. तो इन sentences में से हमने main verb delete कर दिया है, गायब कर दिया है. क्या ये complete sense बना रहे हैं? उतना मीनिंग समझ आ रहा है आपको? शायद नहीं. None of these is a sentence as no main or principal verb is used here. Therefore, main or principal verb is very, very important to help understand the main meaning of a sentence. Another important type of verb is auxiliary or helping verb. A being or having verb is the one that comes before a doing verb and helps the main verb to complete a sentence. जैसे कि नाम ही बता रहा है, हेल्पिंग वर्ब वो होता है जो मेन वर्ब की हेल्प करता है ताकि पूरा सेंटेंस मीनिंगफुल लगे. और ये डूइंग वर्ब यानी जो वर्ब से बिल्कुल एक्शन का सीधा सीधा पता चलता है उससे पहले होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम प्लेइंग. हियर द ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब इज एम. The main verb here is playing. Let's read further. Few more examples. You should do your homework. They have finished their cleaning. Let's underline the auxiliary verb here. Should and have. Auxiliary or helping verbs help the main verb to express the exact time, tense, mood and mode of a sentence. Exact time, tense, mood and mode. So do revise all these types of verbs and attempt the exercises given.